What's so special about a Bloomberg terminal anyways? Preferably, this question is for people who have actually used one before. A subscription costs thousands of dollars per month. Is this thing going to buy me dinner and drinks while it helps me make trades? Or something? All the noteworthy news, fundamental and technical analysis, and ability to make commission-free trades in real time is already out there in the public domain. Or on free platforms. So what does a Bloomberg terminal subscription give me that, say, Think or Swim can't? What's the big deal about these, anyways? It's for professionals. It has far more data than any free service. And all in one place. Not just company fundamental data but industry and economic data. It connects you with sell-side analyst estimates, models, and research. Not to mention the Chat IM functionality, allowing you to quickly connect with people at other firms while still operating within compliance. I switched from FactSet and like it way better after getting used to it. If you are in NYC, the NY Public Library SIBL location has a free one you can use with a library card and a reservation. You can try it out there. The crazy thing is BBG really does everything. I've spoken with hundreds of people who use the terminal and no two people use it the same way. There are universes of functions and pages for pretty much anything in fixed income, derivatives, and equity analysis. I love my Bloomy. I feel unconnected to the financial markets without it. In addition to all the company industry government news coverage, the Bloomberg terminal is effectively the exchange for trading bonds. Unlike stocks, the product is more bespoke. So transactions aren't as simple as buying a quantity of a fungible stock, e.g. bonds have issue dates, coupon rates and even different seniority in the event of default. Your ability to profitably trade that market may come down to being able to locate a counterparty with a very specific variety of the bond you want to trade, and most of them are on Bloomberg. It has immense network effects to keep users on the platform. Information. In an industry built on accurate, timely information, Bloomberg terminals set the gold standard. For some reason, Reddit and the internet at large has convinced people that Bloomberg is for individuals. It's almost exclusively an enterprise software. If you look at some of the enterprise software that your current employer uses, even if you don't work in finance, it's all pretty expensive relative to individual software. You trade directly with banks through it. The detailed analytics and depth are solid too. Is it worth the $30,000 a year it costs to have? Probably not, but it's on the only product out there for corporates to trade big dollars fast and easy. It's not meant for retail investors. Comparing the Bloomy to any odd free tool out there is like comparing the ocean to your backyard paddling pool. You get wet in both, but only one lets you swim, or surf, or catch fish, or drill for oil, or take a cruise. As an institutional bond portfolio manager, there is no alternative to the Bloomberg terminal. I pay almost $29,000 a year for it, but the ability to do a deep dive, particularly on mortgage-backed securities, is unmatched and essential to my business. The abilities are so broad there is nobody who has actually even tapped the true potential of the terminal. Of course, I wish it were less expensive, but a monopoly has to monopolize, right? All in one. One of the main selling points of the terminal is that you can easily be connected with an expert in their domain if you need any help or clarification, and someone will answer around the clock or give a time frame for an answer. You can chat with anyone with a terminal as well. Those are two basic things that's just scratching the surface. Use one for my job. However, I'm a fixed income trader and use it for charts, live bid asks, communication, etc. Would never have one for personal use. But would look rad. It's the most robust information platform on markets, news and securities there is. It's a professional's tool. Don't denigrate something you know nothing about. The things you mention don't even scratch the surface in terms of what's available and can be researched on that platform. Meet Kevin on YouTube had one for a bit. Looked like an 8-bit Atari. It's for people that trade with other people's money. If you have to ask, you will never know. If you know, you need only ask. What does the screen look like? DOS, Windows, something else? Think of an asset management firm and the sheer amount of money it manages. There's a misconception about beating the market and not losing value. IMHO. When the values are that high, the latter takes precedence. Person shrugging. It's okay. Sure, it aggregates all the news together, but often you need subscriptions to actually read past the headlines anyways. For equities, I have found that it's not much better than Fintel paid. I never used it to execute any trades, so can't comment there. It was good at tracking debt, but again they pull from TREP anyways regarding CMBS and real estate. The Motley Fool is the way to go. The answer is very clearly that in the past having a computer that showed a stock price in real time was a huge deal. The prestige is from when you couldn't look at a price on your phone at all, and it was actually a huge advantage to have this special dedicated information. Now it provides a bunch of other services and more data. But it's kinda just a brand name for something. In the past, the actual terminal was an actual thing that had crazy data you couldn't just look up yourself in an age with no internet. A couple of years ago, I looked into services that reported corporate bond defaults. Bloomberg Terminal was one of the choices, but it was way too expensive for my limited single purpose use. BTW when searching for this service. Many times the results would return a school's web interface to Bloomberg Terminal. You get what you pay for. The speed in which you can access info on it is unmatched when you know the functions. How expensive is it? Anyone with a terminal? What kind of insight, if you're willing to share, is it showing on VMware? With the deadline looming, options prices for DEC are pretty expensive, even below $140. Curious if there is any analysis of the options action or something not avail in regular news. It's the best, bar none. I have FactSet and can't wait to go back. Most of all, it's fast.